Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer and we are returning to a command let's play of Black Tiger 5, the engagement between the US and Iran. So we do have our strong forces down here and we've just launched our first probing strikes at the US. You can see a lot of our missiles are streaming across the Gulf over here, and potentially, can we actually see that? Can I not just switch the plotted course for all? So there you go. You can see a lot of these missiles are just coming up towards these radar installations that we do see in some of these areas. One of them is coming around this way and one of them is coming around that way, interestingly. Didn't quite plan for that, but that's okay. More importantly, we do have two F-35Bs, the aircraft that I very much hate. Coming up, one of them is flying over the Gulf over here, and you can see it has spotted a lot of things. Now, this is all passive radar detection that we are seeing over here, so we are seeing their emissions, and we do have a very good idea from what direction it's coming from, but we do not know in all cases how far away it is, so that's why we do have these little bars over here that are a little bit hard to see. We can also see that they have a lot of stuff. This is just dramatically a lot of surface-to-air missiles that we are seeing over here. Even the smaller radar installations over here are protected by a lot of different anti-air units. So especially over here, we also have the Russians. The Russians, I think, do occupy one of these structures over here. Yeah, this is tough. So I have my very much high doubts that our Tomahawks are going to break through there, but I think it's still good to probe. Other than that, we have just turned on our radar on the airborne early warning, and that did give us information about a couple of ships down here, which we do not know whether they are hostile or friendly, or exactly what that is. So I'm going to adjust a little bit over here, I think, and direct my submarine to pass through there and just check that out to see what exactly that is. Maybe we're going to get some more information. Right, other than that, one important information is that we have the A50U mainstay over here. So that is an hostile enemy airborne early warning system, and I think that is one of the things that we do have our F-35s over here to tackle. So let's try to see whether we can come around here and maybe snipe this, because this is definitely a very high value target that we do want to take out, if at all possible. Other than that, I've also just seen a couple of... Ooh, I thought it was only one, but it appears that these guys are in fact 4 aircraft, so we do not know exactly what they are, but that they are over here. My guess is that they are here to engage these Tomahawks, but let's see. We don't want to overly be overly enthusiastic in attacking any hostile aircraft. Well, but we can see that they are doing some funny things down there. We're also seeing a couple of Iranian ships down there in the Gulf itself. Right, and you know what? These guys are definitely engaging our Tomahawk over here. So let's wait a couple of seconds, I guess, to see whether they are doing that. Whoa, wait a minute. Yeah. Okay, they did shoot it down. You know what? We are going to mark these guys as hostile. Can we actually determine what you are? We do know a little bit about you, so let's look at the contact report. Yeah, it is a MiG-29, so a modern aircraft over here. Yeah, relatively modern at least. Yeah, there's a 4.5 agility, that is pretty high, so yes. What would you be carrying? Typically AA-10s and AA-11s, and of course you can carry a lot of different things, but yeah, probably AA-10s, AA-11s is what we're looking at here. So yeah. Well, we could try to bring in our F-35 to deal with these guys, maybe snipe at them. It's not the best idea, but let's just try to find out just how good that would work out for us, or whether it would indeed work out at all. Yeah, and they are engaging the second missile there, obviously. No big surprise, but yeah, let's see how good that is going to go for them while we are coming in from over here. It looks like they haven't exactly spotted the second missile over there. At least they are flying to the left here. What altitude are they actually at? No, 36,000 feet, so it's not that unusual. The A-50 is over here flying towards the west, but I think it is on a loop pattern over here. So yeah, I think that is still a very good target that we can take over there. A couple of our missiles are striking now towards this area here, but again, with all of these surface-to-air missiles, I'm hesitant to know whether, you know, I don't think these guys are going to hit anything there. They're probably not going to come through I would be kind of surprised if that happened. Right, you guys can fly over there. Don't want to be spotted by these guys down there if they are something else. Yeah, and you see the A-50 is coming a little bit back over there. You know what? I think we can safely conclude that all of these things here are hostile, so let's manually mark them as such. With this over here, I'm not too sure. Well, this here, I am sure. And there are some other installations down there that I cannot see. Okay, you are... Right, okay, you know what? You are as well. It's pretty obvious. Right, you are turning around. I think you are engaging this this missile now. And let's see whether we can find them over there and maybe engage with them. Right, these guys are flying in relatively low. Let's try to keep on a relatively low parameter here. New contact. Jump to location. Okay, so we are seeing a missile over here now. The F-35 is indeed seeing that, so I think that's probably a missile directed at this missile of ours. So, yeah, there we go. There's an explosion. Not a big surprise. We didn't really expect any of our missiles to make it through, but it's still good to know that what exact capabilities we do have or not. So yeah, let's see whether that is gonna be impactful at all. Right, and you're coming up that way. You're probably gonna be seen by the A-50 as you're flying up there. And, you know, we are still seeing new systems over here. Just look at how many items they've got. I have very high doubts whether we will be able to strike through and be able to take them out there. Oh, you see this Tomahawk there was also taken out. Not a big surprise, not necessarily. Yeah, let's see whether we can take them out. I don't want to fly too deep into their air engagement envelope. Yes, the F-35 is a stealth aircraft, but you never know. You never quite know how good it is going to be. Right, okay, let's adjust your course here a little bit. I do want to stay a little bit outside of this area. Probably don't need to be quite as conservative over here. Yeah, don't want to get you any faster either. I think we are fine this way. Okay, you could theoretically engage these guys there, but I do want to come in a little bit closer before we're doing that. And we don't have any information about you, do we? No, none at all. Yeah, and I don't want to use my F-35s to fly down there. Right, down here we do have a couple of aircrafts that are just circling around. We have a couple of systems that are lying buoys over here to check out whether we do have some anti-submarine warfare. Guys, why are you all going that way? Yeah, just fan out a little bit. Right, there we go. Tomahawks are flying towards the target over here. You are passing over this way, that's okay. Bulldog, you are now very much, I think, in range of the... Oh, we actually know what they are. They are MiG-29s. Yeah, and there are more installations over here, as we kind of figured out. Right, you'd also be able to take them out over there. Right, can we engage you, in fact, or do we need active radar missions? Unit must obtain high-quality track on the target before we can do that. Right, let's allocate one to each and see whether at some point we're going to be able to do that. I also do think that we want to be probably a little bit lower here, even though that potentially puts up into... No, there's a light low cloud cover, so that's okay. We're also seeing more aircrafts launching here, which is certainly interesting. Not sure why they'd be doing that. More MiG-29s. Definitely this is a pair, so I'm going to mark that. Ooh, even two more. So either they have spotted us, the F-35 here, or they are on a very completely different mission. I do not know. Right, let's see. Can you attack? Outside of the weapons DLZ. Okay. So you are not quite optimistic enough that you would be able to take them out over there, which is a fair point. Yeah, I think you'll definitely be shot down. With all of these installations, yeah, I mean, just look at all of their defenses there. There definitely is something there where we will be not able to take them out. Right, you, my friend, do need to shoot at this guy here at some point. Oh yeah, I think these guys down here were probably launched to intercept these Tomahawks, which are now seen coming in. And that does complicate the issue a little bit for us, because I do not want to be engaged by them, and you can see their engagement range is very similar to the F-35 over here. I probably also want to go a little bit more directly towards this direction here so that our infrared signature is not quite as high, because the Russians, Su-33s, these guys might very well be, these flankers might very well have good infrared installations. Yes, they do. Second generation 1990s infrared technology. Russian aircraft do generally employ not just radar, but also items like infrared. Right, you are coming up here. These guys are somewhat moving a little bit away from you. All of these guys are MiG-29s. These guys are Su-33s. So I think the Su-33s might be... we're on pause over here. Might be the ones that are a little bit more on the interception duty over here. What are you doing? Are you intercepting the Bulldog over here? You seem to be. Okay, there was a missile over there, but the Su-33 is now turning around, so that is okay. You know what? Let's bring the Bulldog back a little bit. I have no intention of engaging with all of these fighters here. So let's see what is going to happen there. Right. How about you? Can you finally attack that? No, you can't. Weapons tied. No. I think I would like you to engage. Issue is we do not know exactly how they are going. So that does mean we do need to turn on our radar for a second. We could try to do that with our laser designator. Would that work? We are seeing another missile over here, so I'm not sure whether that is directed at these guys, or whether it's directed at the Tomahawk. I think it's probably at the Tomahawk, but I do not know. Yes, at the Tomahawk, which is okay. But the Su-33 is not turning around, so that does mean it has spotted. It actually has spotted our Bulldog over here. And are you on military speed? You are, so you're still intercepting. Definitively you have seen us. And we are seeing a missile over here, which is extremely interesting. So either they are using very, very long-range missiles against this Bulldog, or something entirely differently. Right, we do not know. Right, okay. Let's see. You still haven't got a target. Where are you guys going? Just where? Right, you are trying to catch us. Which is a pity. I mean, hadn't these guys come up here to... Ooh, there's a missile over there. Right, so pause. You, my friend, I think you just need to try to hightail it away from over here. That might not work, but we just have to try to do that way. And potentially... Shall we try to go to max altitude or min altitude? Let's try to come up a little bit higher here. See whether that is going to be useful for us. So we don't know exactly where these missiles are, but I have a very, very high... I think it's very, very likely that they are definitively launched at us. The alternative might be that this is just still in the air and that these guys are not actually launching at us. Right, okay, what can you guys do against these gentlemen? You don't have the firing solution. I don't think you always strictly... You do have a high quality track. Okay, let's check out here the sensors. So you are operating the laser designator. You're not operating the offensive thing. Speaking of the offensive thing, I think you guys here, not sure whether that is going to work, but let's actually try to use the jamming capabilities. I'm not sure whether the Russian missiles are capable of homing on jam. Okay, you know what? You guys do turn on your radar here for a second just to launch these missiles. Come on, one more. Yeah, there we go. And after that, I think you can just turn that off again, please. Probably they have seen us, but I do think it's okay. What we could actually also do is Try to grab you. Just Bulldog... No, sorry, Bulldog 2. And also launch it. Why can I now fire at you? This is a little bit silly. Okay, right. Let's fire missiles at you. Why do we not have a high quality track on you, but on you? These are both MiG-29s. Interesting. So, 40 seconds ago we did see that missile. We haven't seen it since. So, that is a little bit interesting. Suppose we could also try to come up a little bit towards the north over here to maybe not be quite as susceptible to them. Not sure whether they still know we are there. You've pretty much launched all of your missiles. Oh, some of these missiles are now striking home there and hopefully are... Yes, that is a hit. And one of them did miss, so that's okay. We can then try to make sure that we are engaging you again. One of them is allocated. Huh. Well, it's allocated to this. Okay. In that case, let's deallocate this and allocate one on you. I'm going to wait here till the second missile there has found its mark, and I think we can go on loiter speed over here. Over here, I think it's been 2 minutes since we did see that guy. You are still going around this way. Well, I do want to attack the... Ooh, there's a MiG-35 over here. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Right, okay. Apparently that missed over here, or did it? No. There's only one aircraft left, so it did not miss, in fact. Right. And then let's go to sensors. You are still operating that. Why can you not attack? Can you allocate to the... No, I can't allocate to you, but I can to... Well, okay, let's try to do it here. That's okay, and then we're going to turn on the radar just for a second till you can launch. And from then on, you'll be guiding that passively. Okay, you know what? You are getting annoying a little bit over here. So let's actually go to loiter speed, high altitude, turn around, and see whether we can engage him. Okay, can we engage you? No, because you do need... Okay, then let's turn on our radar for a second here. But only for a second. And after that we're going to fly north over here on cruise speed again. You guys are not reacting to that. You've just launched your last missile. That's okay. Which is now flying towards the enemy there, and you are accelerating home. Let's try to get over here a little bit away from that aircraft first. I think we can get over there. Yeah, you're rising up, that's okay. Are these guys following you? I do not know. There's a missile flying towards the Su-33, just on a very head-on collision course. Yeah, and it has locked on, so that is nice to see. You're flying away at a decent speed, yeah, but this did miss, so that is not great. And you still definitely have information about the Bulldog over here. Okay, let's get back to sensors. Let's turn off the jamming, because I think that is how you're spotting me, in fact. And let's try to go way further. You're flying at military speed, let's go to military speed as well. Maybe not afterburner, but military speed, and I think we will be able to disengage from you. Well, on the plus side, maybe the Tomahawk is going to get through. Right, you are flying away here, you are flying at high speed, but not necessarily extraordinary speed. And I do think that we were relatively successful here with the F-35B. So, in fact, let's go to aircrafts. No, sorry, not buggy. I thought I selected the group here. Oh, come on. Where's aircraft? Okay, something is really weird over here. Okay, let's try to Select you guys. Can you... Huh. Curious. Right, okay. There we go though. Here are our aircraft. And I think I just have to select the entire group again. Yeah, there we go. And then we can take these guys and let's pick 2 over here and let's launch individually, because I think we were not quite as lucky as I would have hoped that would be over there. Okay, you are still trying to follow up on this aircraft, which is nice. That will burn some of your fuel, I believe. Though you're not going quite as fast as I would have thought you would be. Let's try to change course here. See whether they're going to shift that as well. Don't think so. It doesn't look like it now. So their updates, I think we have pretty much successfully disengaged over there. Not over here though. These guys are still definitively following, which is not great. Yeah, and you're probably emitting too much. And you'll be on bingo fuel in 5 minutes, which I extremely dislike. Okay, so let's get back to cruise speed over here. Let's maybe try to turn around that way, because I do want to attack the A50 there. That is the high value target. Well, a lot of our guys have, I think, already been shot down. I'm not sure whether we did gain any success over here, but yeah, you can see they are shot down really far away from where we think they'd be capable of taking out anyone. Okay, you there, the MiG-23, 35. Just look at this aircraft, so sleek. 5.5. This is a huge... This is an extremely good aircraft. What would you be firing then? AA-12s and AA-11s. Ooh, you might also carry A-13s. 160 mile radius. Right, I think that might be... That's just one guy though. It's 2 MiG-35s. That might be a good chance to take out the F-14s. So you know what? We are going to do that and get out one of the SuperTomcats. I think just one is fine. These guys are carrying 8 missiles there, so let's try to get one and try to engage over there. See whether we can do anything at that distance. I'm not sure you are still being followed. Are you? Hard to say. Maybe if we stop flying away, they will lose our infrared signature, and that would be fantastic. We are well within their engagement range, but whether or not they actually see us is a different story entirely. Let's try to gain some altitude here. Ooh, these guys are extremely close. They are flying towards our position, not where that we would be when they would engage us. So, yeah, not sure whether they are still on our tracks properly over here, or whether we will be able to get away. Ah, see, this guy is turning around. This guy isn't. That guy is. MiG-35 with its whooping engagement range. Yeah, if this guy was to turn around, I think I would send a missile after the MiG-35 just to see whether we will be able to successfully engage them. How fast are you? 1,000 knots. Well, that's not appreciated. Not appreciated at all. 1,000 knots. Okay, Black Tiger 1. My friend, your job is going to be to engage the MiG-35. 1,000 knots. He might actually be coming in for the airborne early warning system over here. And he's soon going to enter this range, which means our flight angels here, the SuperHornets, are going to try to engage him. But you only have a 60 mile radius. You here potentially have a 140 mile radius, I think is what we're seeing from this circle over here. 140 miles. You are still following. And you're very fast actually, so that does mean you have seen us. Let's try to get away. Accelerate a little bit over here. Okay, there's a missile, but I think it's bound for the Tomahawk. So that's not a big issue. Which is what the MiG-35 here has been targeting. Yeah. Well, I mean, stealth is nice, but stealth is obviously not everything. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Is it gonna try to shoot us down, actually? Okay, guys, do go for afterburner speed. I've no intention of sticking around over here with these guys in pursuit. He's adjusting course over there. Not sure why he's going for a little bit of more southerly direction there. There's another missile for the Lightning. Not for the Lightning, sorry, for the Tomahawk. Okay, I do want to get away from you. You are getting a little bit close for comfort. You must be on afterburner speed. You can't be sustaining this for any significant time. Okay, where's our aircraft? There we go, Black Tiger. Do get over here, please. And you know what? You can go to military speed as well. This is looking quite scary there. Okay, you are turning around? No, you're still accelerating, so you still do have a target, and I think that target might be, again, the airborne system over there, which does actually lead me to believe we might not actually be in the engagement range over here. And honestly, you guys, I think you'll not be able to take on a MiG-35. Not with this engagement range, so let's actually pull this back over here, because I don't want to engage you. Not with this guy. With the Black Tiger over here, this is a different story, but this is so fast. Oh, shite. What are you doing? You're returning to base. Okay, let's unassign return to base. Okay, I think we do not need to fight our way out of this. Let's assign a missile to you. Let's assign a missile to you. And that's A-OK. Let's actually turn on our sensors. No, not the sonar. Okay, all of you are turned on now. And we are going to go to single time speed. And let's see whether we can. Okay, there's the first missile, which is good, obviously. But the flanker here is of higher concern to me. Come on, just launch, launch, launch. Come on, this is important. Okay, can you launch? Difference in altitude. So you're super low or what? Yeah, you are. Jesus. Okay, let's go down to high altitude. Come on, soon, 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 soon. Come on, come on, come on. 45,000 I think is the difference that we're looking for. Is it not? Okay, so out of boresight limits. Really? I mean, you're just straight down staring at him. Well, in that case, I think I would like you to go back to maximum altitude so that these guys cannot come up behind us either. Okay, down there, there's the first missile finding its way, hopefully. Let's also do check on what's going on down there with the F-35. That looks okay for now. Right, let's see. Will we be able to hit him? That would be extremely important. Yes, that's a good one. Right, then what can we do over here? I mean, we really don't want to out of boresight limit, so that must be the downwards slope that you can take. Okay, let's get to low altitude here. I do not want to get in a gunfight. There we go, that's fantastic. Good. You know what, since we are... Okay, what's going to happen next? So we've got the MiG-35 over there. We've got an Earth thing over there. The MiG-35 is a huge threat, so let's not fire another missile over here if we can avoid it. Let's first see what the target impact here is going to be. Do you actually have anything else? You don't have a gun or anything, do you? No, you don't. Okay, let's strike them there. Come here. Okay, come on, attack. Target is within minimum range. Do you have a minimum range? Oh, Jesus. Okay, fine. In that regard, do you go to loiter speed? Yes. Please unassign. Go over there. Unassign. What on earth are you doing? This is weird. Come on, turn around. I don't know what they are doing. 15 seconds that we haven't seen him. Jesus. There he is. Come on, this must be within your engagement range. Yes, it is. There we go. There is the missile, and it's immediately locking on. Okay, in that case, I think you can try to get away. Nice. Okay, we did hit him there. Let's go to minimum altitude. Cruise speed, I think, is fine, and we are going to turn off all of our sensors, so that we're trying to get away from the MiG-35. Let's try to get over there. Right, that should hopefully deal with that. Okay, this guy is getting away. Okay, let's grab the eyeball over here. Let's try to disengage. Have the Black Tiger come up a little bit more to the south, because I think you probably still are at extremely high velocity. Yes, you are. So you know what? You probably want to go on afterburn as well. Or just... How long have you got? Okay, you've got a decent time in that you can do this. So let's make sure that our radar dish is on, and that we can potentially attack you with one of our missiles here. That would be fantastic. Just whenever you feel ready. I mean, it's just within range, but I think at some point soon we are going to see that attack happening. Right, MiG-35 still going on over there. Potentially at high speeds. Yes, you are, so that does mean you potentially want to go on military speeds as well. Try to get away over here. Are you ground following? Yes. 200 feet above ground. Not exactly how you want to use an F-35B, but yeah, there we go. I think you can launch one of these missiles, please. I know it's not technically within your kinematic range, but I think it's fine. And actually we do have more bulldogs down here. Let's try to get one to follow this approach over there, and the bulldog number 4. We're going to do something similar and come up this way. I actually forgot about these guys. Well, that being said, we are over the 30-minute mark. So, first shots fired over here. We have at least shot down a couple of their aircraft. We haven't had any losses, even though I'm not too happy entirely how all of this played out. I think it was a little bit unlucky that our Tomahawks were here and did alert them to our presence, and the F-35 was sort of in the same vicinity. So we do need to be a little bit more mindful about items like that. And I'm not sure whether we will be able to get away from this MiG-35. I think it's still very angry. I mean, we've just shot down 2 of its bodies there. I think we did shoot down at least an aircraft down here. Whether or not that's 2, we are going to have to see. We're going to try to get away from here still. But I'm not sure just how well that is going to work. And you're still outside of the imprecise target. Okay, so... You are using your radar installation though, so you should be able to see him. How high is he? No, we're at the same altitude. Okay, that being said, MiG-35, that's a good aircraft. And it looks so elegant, I have to say. Just how big is your radar emission? Not that big. I mean, it's not stealth class anyway, but it's still not a very big target. Yeah, let's see how this is going to go. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Do leave a like and all of that, and I hope to see you around next time. Bye bye.